Hello, hello, hello everyone! Welcome back to the Maker's Gonna Learn YouTube channel. My name is Tanner Bell and we are here to share with you everything you need to know about being able to know the 5 mistakes you're making selling. And boy oh boy, does my technology love me today. I saw how early on it shared my technology. It was literally before I even pressed the go live button, which is insane, but here we are. And that is probably why we love the power of live streaming. Am I right, my friends? So as you guys are tuning in, share with me where you're visiting from. Let me know what you've got going on in your neck of the woods. My friends, today is a special day. As you guys know, almost a week for now, since Saturday will be a week of us continually chatting about selling. And a lot of you may be like, Tanner, what the heck are you doing? Why are we not making crafts? Right, that's some of your questions. You may be new here and have never got to be a part of one of these live events. And that's what today's live stream is for, because I get to work with thousands of you who are like, Tanner, you've changed my life through selling. I know I could sell if I just would get over some fears. And that's what it's all about. Getting over some fears, being able to rock what you want to do and live out your purpose. That is what we're here to do in many different ways. And each way is going to look a little bit different. So as you're tuning in for the 5 mistakes you're making selling, share with me where you're visiting from. Let me know what you've got going on. You're live with me, which means you can ask me whatever questions you have. And chances are there will be time for it at the end, which I wrote the script and there is time. So stick with me, my friends. I'll try to answer as many questions as possible while we're live today. But if I cannot answer it, stay till the end and I guarantee your question will be answered, which is incredible. So I just want to let everyone know that we are having a webinar week next week. And unlike traditional lives, they are not on the YouTube channel. They are behind a little wall called a registration wall. So all you need to do is go ahead and register if you haven't already. We have had over 6,000 of you already say yes to attending my training because you do not want to miss out on the 5 secrets to making money crafting, even if you haven't sold before. But there may be some of us here saying, Tanner, I can't sell my crafts. Tanner, I have never sold my crafts, therefore I can't do it. I've tried it one time and it failed. And today I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, my friend, that has been in there before, tried selling, and just haven't had that success. So that is who today's live stream is for, as well as the friends who haven't tried selling because they think their products aren't good enough, they think they can't do it, and they need some help. So that is who we're chatting with today, and I'm super excited because we've got Teresa complimenting my haircut. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And it is so much fun. We've got from Denver, oh my goodness, Kingsport, Tennessee. Hello, fellow Tennessean. Sunny San Diego, Susan says. Virginia, Tracy. England, Mandy. Florida, James. Lisa, Susan, and Michigan. Amazing. Now, Jade right out of the gate says, is the new Design Make Sell course similar to the beginner course you used to have? So, Jade, if you're referring to a very long ago course, the variations of Design Make Sell, which we'll be sharing more about next week and things, the doors for Design Make Sell will open next week. This program was first developed in 2020 during the pandemic. And then we revamped it last year. So we kind of keep it fresh. But if you're talking about like a long time ago class, chances are it's very not begin. Like this is very detailed. Like these workbooks are like 200 plus pages. And you can see like for one training, I mean, they're condensed down. So like this is very just like Cliff Notey, but very workbooky. So yes, there's tons of trainings. So anywho, we're super excited. Hey, in New Zealand, New York, oh my gosh. Well, y'all, it is so good to have you here today. And we're in my home office. It's a little bit different of a spot. Maybe you haven't got to see me live stream here before. But what that means is it's just more intimate and we get to hang out, just us. So it's pretty incredible. But I'm so excited that you're here. And if you are registered, if you're already registered for a webinar, will you drop me an emoji? Because I'm going to drop the sign up link It is very easy to get registered, okay? It is our 5 secrets. The secrets are so good, but really the meat is like helping you debunk some myths and have some breakthroughs, and that will happen at the training. So the first one available is Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, and Thursday at 1 p.m. Vicky says, I've been trying to sell my crafts for 6 months. I've mostly sold t-shirts and custom made. Hope to have some craft shows this year. I have a lot of stock. I just enjoy making. Vicky, I have something good for you. So yay, love it. Sunday, woohoo. Look at all these emojis starting to pop up. You all are incredible. Woohoo. Jody says, I've learned so much from your channel. Thanks. No, thank you, my friend. Guys, I had a spotting. A fellow follower just so casually at Hobby Lobby, of course it was at Hobby Lobby, said, I love your channel. And then they looked to my wife and they said, I just love you too. It was so sweet to get noticed. So yay, I love it. You all are incredible. I'm signed up for Sunday evening. Sunday evening, folk, I expect you to be there live. I know you've got things to do. I know you've got people to take care of, but I expect you to show up live because it's going to be the kickoff. It's going to be so good. I cannot wait. Lisa's going to be there. Tracy's going to be there. You all are incredible. If you're like, wait, I want to come, go ahead and register. Just don't miss out. Go ahead and register. We're super excited, but I know your time is valuable today, just like I will during the webinars. So let's go ahead and jump on over to check out our 5 mistakes that you make when selling. So this could be anybody that is here saying, Tanner, I've tried selling. I just started selling, but I am not sure if I can do it. So what I want to share with you today is just 5 mistakes that I commonly see over and over with. Now, a lot of you know who I am, but there may be some new friends here. So I always like to address and just share with you that you're, first of all, in great hands here at the Makers Gonna Learn channel. I'm Tanner Bell, the founder here at Makers Gonna Learn, and on this channel you get to see myself and our amazing team of creators, whether it's Lauren, Caitlin, Alicia, my wife Courtney. We're an amazing team that wake up every single day and get to serve you. Now, how did we end up here? I'll let you know, my story did not start out how amazing it seems today, getting to craft all day. I started with a Cricut machine in 2010. Yes, the Cricut machine has been around long before 2010, so do not miss out on that. But I had a machine and I had a love for crafting. Just like you all, I wanted to craft day in and day out, but I couldn't. I was a student, I was busy, and I just had guilt wanting to spend $80 on cardstock. So what happened was I was able to start selling my crafts on Etsy. And I truly, truly, truly believe that when I said yes to my first listing on Etsy, when I said yes to putting myself out there for the first time by selling my crafts, if I had not done that, if I had not been obedient and said yes to that I wouldn't get to be here today. So what I want to share with you is that if you're just thinking like, is this silly of me to sell my crafts? No. What I want you to know is that you never know where it can lead you to. Did I ever think that I would be leading an amazing organization with thousands of members, a beautiful team that we get to collaborate with, and so much more? No, I didn't. But back in 2010, 2011, when I was just getting started, when I was falling in love with die-cut crafting for the first time, I am so thankful that I was obedient and followed my gut, because my friends, we know what we need to do more than we think that we do. So that's just what I want to invite you to think about. What if you were obedient? What if you have a love for crafting, if you put yourself out there and see what happens? Now, in 2011, I started selling cards. I was doing Christmas card orders, vinyl decals, you name it, I was doing it. And lo and behold, ended up here getting to teach you how to use your Cricut as well. Gwen, Design Make Sell course is opening very, very soon. If you want to be the first to know about the offer, be sure to be at the Sunday webinar. Okay, Gwen, do not miss out. As you all know, I bring it when I bring the training and I bring it with the offer deal. So that'll be fun. But let's go ahead and dive right in to the 5 mistakes you're making selling now that we get to know each other, and it is so, so fun. And that is with mistake number 1. Now, mistake number 1 truly, truly, truly can be one that happens time and time again. And I just want to encourage you as a crafter, you must build a solid listing, okay? 3 things that you can look out for when you are wanting to build a solid listing are these 3 right here. Number 1, an optimized description, meaning it is written out, it is detailed, it is explaining everything you need. It is optimized with words that people are searching for, right? You have got to make sure this is optimized. Number 2, an optimized product title to collaborate with that description, okay? And lastly, of course, you want to give that clear expectation of delivery time. Now, when you're able to have amazing listings, that is usually when the magic will happen. It will not happen overnight, but what will happen is that you're going to start seeing stability in that listing, and the more you work on it, tweak it, and develop it, the more traction that listing can get. Same with a Facebook page, a Facebook group, any social media. The more you're at it, the more you'll get from it. Now, why did I put that as mistake number 1? Because I know how I am and I know how my circles here are. If you are creative, chances are sometimes the steps or sometimes the nitty-gritty is not your favorite part. Anybody with me? Is anyone like, Tanner, I don't love the details. Like, my brain is in the clouds. My head's in the clouds. I'm not in the soil. I'm not looking at every detail. Like, you're telling me I'm going to have to really work on this? Yes, you are, because you're an amazing creative. But here's the thing. If you can build a listing or a Facebook page, you can use this intertwined with multiple things. If you build those channels, if you build that stability in your descriptions, in your titles, in the foundation, guess what will happen? Those will continue to do a ripple effect. You are going to be able to see continual sales come in because of the fruit of that labor, all right? So don't just expect to take a picture and say, oh, I'm going to sell, I'm trying to see if I have anything handmade on here. Oh, I do. Of course I have something handmade. I have custom coasters made with resin and photos. I can't just snap a picture and be like, oh, okay, take a picture, resin photo, like, and post that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to be the easiest part of this process. So I love to make sure for the friends here that's like, I've tried Etsy. I've tried to go on Etsy. It's not for me. I want you to think about that. Is it really not for you, or did you not put enough effort into it? Did you not work on it hard enough? Did you make a Facebook post but not continually share? That could be something. So you definitely want to think about that and be very, very cautious of that, okay? So that is very important. This is mistake number 1. Again, if you're taking notes, I want to make sure that you understand you have to build a solid listing. It's not one that you are going to just, craft out of nowhere and post it and maybe be done. So I'm seeing a lot of friends here being like, I'm not good with words. If you struggle with listings, if you struggle with believing in yourself and your words, me too. But I'm not expecting you to write me a book. What I expect, and I actually teach this in my proven program, Design Excel, is I'll teach you how to build the listings. I'll teach you the secret sauce. I'll teach you all of the the perfect pie to building that description, just like I've been able to build this YouTube channel to be one of the top 2 or 3 channels teaching Cricut. I can do it, and you can do it too. And guess what? I still don't believe in my writing ability. But here we are with millions of viewers and subscribers, and somehow we met on the internet due to my words. So there's like a procedure to follow. So if you're stressed out about that, know that there is an ability to get support. But if you want to learn about it and know some of my tips, my free tricks, all of that, you need to be at the webinar, all right? You need to be at the webinar. I want to make sure you're at the webinar. I dropped the link again. And Carrie says, Tanner, I think the listings, the words you choose is important. Yes, it is very exciting. I love that. I struggle with sounding often enthusiastic or descriptive because I feel I sound fake. I feel I sound fake. Karen, what I want you to know is that when you're building out a listing, a YouTube title, anything, your goal is to catch people's attention and to let them make that decision. All right? You are already deciding what your ideal customer thinks, and you're not them. So you want to build a amazing listing that is going to be super eye-catching, like stops what they're doing, like, you know what I mean? You want to be a showstopper. And maybe you've never been a showstopper before, but your listing can be, which I love. And that is super, super fun. Lena's registered for Monday. Lena, it's Sunday or Tuesday or Thursday. What class are you going to on Monday? Oh my goodness. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Stephanie, great tip, my friend. Well, moving right along to mistake number 2, photos are not good enough. Y'all, this is what I want to go back to. Are you making sure that your photos are making your product look appealing? What do I mean by that? Tanner, what do you mean by that? What are you talking about? Tanner, help. Okay. What I want to make sure you're understanding is when you are building out your training and you're able to build out your listing, you are making sure you're taking photos that are styled and lit well. Again, am I asking you to get a fancy camera? No. If you own an iPhone, if you own one of these bad boys, and let me tell you, I know most of you do, okay? If you own an iPhone, that is check. Check, you're good. I'm not asking you to invest in more equipment. I don't believe in that. I don't like that. I want to encourage you to work with what you got, okay? So your iPhones go work. But then 2, you're like, Tanner, proper lighting, do I have to buy lights? No. Do you have windows? Chances are you have windows. Checkbox number 2, you can prop up your projects in front of a window, use that light coming in and use it in different ways. There are tutorials on the internet. I want to let you know, one of my secrets is the Dollar Tree. The poster board from the Dollar Tree is honestly crazy good, and you are going to really, really enjoy being able to do that. Deborah says, I am too, so this is awesome. I'm a professional photographer. I love that. Oh my goodness. What did Katrina say? I want to open up a shop for tumblers. I'm chronically ill and not able to work a normal job because every day is different. So I'm a little intimidated by everything that comes with selling. So, Katarina, for you specifically, since when you wake up, you aren't sure how you're going to feel, and obviously things like that, you want to be mindful of that. I would give yourself a cushion. And one thing I love about business is that you get to build the business for your life. You get to build a lifestyle business, right? So if you're saying, Tanner, I don't know what is going to happen when I wake up, I need to cushion that in. That's what I hear. So your delivery times, like we're talking about in step 1, you want to give yourself some extra time to fulfill that order, all right? A lot of the nitty-gritty stuff, things that people have made mistakes about, you're not going to have to make those mistakes, especially if you're at my webinar, so that's incredible. But don't feel like you have to be everything to everyone, all right? And sometimes I think we want to feel that way. Because so-and-so does this, I have to do it that way. No, you do not. If you are making beautiful, amazing tumblers, people will wait a week, maybe 2 weeks, because they may be custom, right? They will wait that time. And if you're able to build a business while going through a chronic illness or anything like that, that is incredible and amazing. So just cushion that time in. I would make it more than I think I need. That would be my personal tip for you, my friend. Now, this is mistake number 2. We went over making sure that we have proper listings. We went over making sure we're using bright lights. We're making sure we're using lights to show off our products in the best frame, because that's very important. And it is so, so, so good. And number 3, mistake number 3, not valuing your work. Not valuing your work. Tanner, what do you mean by that? Number 1, your own pricing. Notice I wrote it, your own pricing. A lot of you and a lot of people in general, it's not just you, just to let you know, a lot of us are trying to price our products based on someone else's price. My friends, I will share a story. Most of our members, or most of our membership is actually priced at $19.99 a month. Now, I wanted to make sure we have an amazing group of members. I don't want just anyone in my membership. I'll be honest. I want the best students. So for that, our membership is probably on the higher end scale. A lot of our competitors charge $7 a month, $9 a month. And from a business aspect, they are going to have to spend more in customer service, more in fulfillment, more, and have to service more customers to create the same environment, to create the same size business as someone like us who said, hey, I want to work with only quality people. Therefore, they are going to have to know that we're worth it to invest in our program. When you all hear that, if you are a member, if you're a member of Makers Gonna Learn and you're like, how did this community become such quality people? It was because we set out from day 1 with the end in mind, okay? We set out from day 1. When we have 20,000 members, that community is still going to feel like there's 500 of us. And that was very intentional, because every single member in Makers Gonna Learn, if you're a Makers Gonna Learn member, I hope you feel this way, because I feel this way. It still feels very intimate. It still feels very exclusive. And it is so, so, so good. So do not allow yourself to price yourself at anyone's price other than yours. Do not just price it because the girl down the street is pricing t-shirts at $12. Oh, I have to price t-shirts at $12 because somebody could go over there and get a t-shirt. No, that is not what you're able to do, okay? Because number 2, y'all, if you do not have your business making a profit, you do not have a business. You have a hobby, and not only do you have a hobby, you now have a nonprofit, which is now you're dealing with people, you're working hard and making no money. So make sure you take into consideration your profit, because that is very, 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 very important for you as you build your business. Carrie says, people respect your products and you as a business more. Carrie, I couldn't say it better myself. You are completely correct that when you price appropriately, you are going to see that your customers are going to show up with respect. You are going to show up in a different way. The amount of things that we're able to, this is a great example, the amount of things that we give our members that are technically not required of us to give is unbelievable. If anyone needs anything and more than 5, 6, 7 people need it, we're able to jump in there. And the reason why is because there's room in our budget. There's room in our time, our budget, financially, obligations, all of it to show up for you all as a member. If you're not a member of Makers Gonna Learn, I normally don't do this during a training, but I'm going to drop a link so that you can become a member, because we are talking about it so much. But this membership is just so incredible, because when people need something, we just say, okay, we're doing it. Like, it's not like, oh, we need to charge for that. You know, some of our programs, like we've talked about Design Make Sell, y'all, the amount of money and time and resources I've spent in developing this, you understand why we have to charge for it. But for a lot of the things we do, extra trainings or extra books or fonts and things like that, we just give as an additional perk, right? Like that's the best. And that's what happens for you when you price appropriately. Carrie says, the question is, how much are you worth and your time worth? Carrie, that is 100% up to you. You are in the driver's seat, and each of us would have a different answer because each one of us have a different life. We value ourselves differently. And you could value yourself only because of what your employer values at, or you could take into consideration your skill and so much more. So if you're wondering, Tanner, how do I develop my perfect price? Design Make Sell has that pricing formula. So I just really wish everyone could be a part of that, but I understand not everyone can because the doors are closed to this program. We have not sold this program since I think December. So it's the first time this year we've got to share. So yay. Love it, love it, love it. I lost a sale because I didn't go down to match the pricing. Discouraging. Teresa, you didn't lose anything. That customer would not have been right for you, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should not have went down to your price. I'm so proud of you for staying true to your price because that is very important. If you go down on your price one time, that tells me the next time, give me a discount. Third time, give me a discount. It sounds discouraging now, but in the future, you'll be like, I'm so glad I do not work with this person. They are only looking for a deal. You have to remember when there is a service, it's a mutual exchange, right? My exterminator, I pay him, but he exterminates my properties, or, my cleaning service that comes and cleans my house. Like, we're a team. Just like you and your customers, y'all are a team. If I needed shirts for VBS, I know who to go to and I know how to fulfill that order. We are a team. And I think if you could look at you're joining someone's team, then you would say, okay, this is how I should be treated. This is why I'm compensated, because they want to support me. And I think that's super, super important. So yay. Yeah, everyone's like, y'all don't need those type of buyers. We know. You guys are incredible. That's so, so good. All right. Are you all ready to dive in to another secret or mistake? Mistake. Let's dive on in to mistake number 4, and that is spending too much time worrying about what other people think. Spending too much time worrying about what other people think. If that is you right now, my friend, I want you to think about all of the things that you have already decided and already discouraged yourself before validating that. So, are you worried about what other people think or what other people may think? If you're anything like me, you worry about what other people may think, and instead of still doing it, you spend your time just going right here, going around and around in circles. Oh, I don't want to post on Facebook today. People will think I'm annoying. Oh, I don't want to be salesy. Oh, what if I charged Susie $20 and she thought I was going to charge her $15? Right? We have these all around in our head. But the number one way to do it is to break through it and push through some uncomfort. Who doesn't like to be uncomfortable? I personally do not like to be uncomfortable, but I love going through uncomfortable things to get to the other side. So I can reflect and be like, remember the time I thought it was crazy to post on social media and then I got a $1,000 order? Like, those are the things that could happen if you put yourself out there. You have to be vulnerable. You have to allow yourself to say, what if someone thinks that? What if? Okay, they think that. Good for them. And you move on. And the sooner we can do that with our business, the sooner you'll start seeing other parts of your life that pour over into. Okay, but I have to do this for me. I have to do this for me. Same thing in your business and your life. The ripple of the work we do here, the work we do in our crafting, the personal growth we learn, it's a ripple in every other aspect of our life. That's why I love, love, love business. I think I'm a better friend, I'm a better dad, I'm a better everything because of the uncomfortable situations that I'm put in right here in business. And it's super fun and I love it. Sue says, if you worry about what other people think, you will never succeed in selling your product. Amen? Because you won't believe in your own abilities and work. Y'all, I just have to, let me just reiterate how uncomfortable this has been. And I'm just going to have a vulnerable moment here with our friends, okay? When I say I've been vulnerable and I've been able to put myself out there and not worry what other people think, it is very similar to our community here on the internet. I know a lot of you follow other YouTubers, other Cricketers, and I love that. I really do. But in 2017, I launched my membership. And in every video, you guys know, I mention my membership. I use our products. That's the only products I use, cut files and everything. When I would share an amazing free training of Design Space in a group that was owned by another YouTuber in the Cricut craft circle, those posts would be removed. I would be blocked and banned from those channels. I would be blocked and banned by sharing free training because one time in my video, I mentioned I used a Maker's Gonna Learn cut file. Did I say, oh my gosh, I have to stop making videos because someone else on the internet didn't like it? If I had listened to what people physically said to me, some fellow creators here on the platform of the YouTubes, y'all, anyway, I'm just saying this is real life, like this happens. If I had listened to them and said, you know what, I can't mention my product in my YouTube videos, like I just can't. I don't want to make someone upset because I want more people to see me or meet me and things like that on the internet. Same thing goes for people saying like, oh my gosh, Tanner, I just feel like you talk about your product a lot. Y'all, I talk about the product a lot because it's a good product. Like it's really amazing at the transformations that happen. And what we do here on the channel is completely free. Like if you don't want to hear us talk about our product, there's hours of content in our membership. So that is just 2 examples of how I have had to physically push through in anonymous ways from like YouTube comments and colleague ways, like people in the circle on the internet. I had a very nice contract with Cricut, producing content for them, working for them, traveling with them. And it got to a point where our membership started, looking to them as a competitor. And I had to make that hard decision and say, you know what? I stand for the consumer. I stand for my members. I stand for the people who, really need me. And I can't just, work for a corporation. I can't just not use another brand of vinyl because you asked me not to. I can't talk about another die cutting machine just because you asked me not to. Those are the same things in different ways that you're going to have your own, things to work through. So I hope that I shared 3 stories now of different ways that you're going to have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable and forget about what other people think. So number 4 hits home to me very, very well here, my friends. And I'm being very vulnerable. I'll be even more vulnerable at my amazing webinar. So if you're not already signed up, go ahead and sign up. Shelby, let me find Shelby. Shelby says, I always look at other people's things they create and compare myself, which I know I need to not do because I know I'm still learning and creating to the best of my abilities. Shelby, oh my goodness, I have so many things I could say to that right now. It is crazy, crazy. So I just want to let you know that I hear you, I see you, and it is very important for you to live out, where you're called to be, because we're all at different places. Just this week, a fellow entrepreneur in a totally different space teaches business, actually. She's very successful from like what you would see on social media, but she came out and like pretty much said her whole business, like she was struggling to like a whole new degree. And I myself had been looking at her business the past few months saying, oh, I love how they have this team, or oh, I love how they have this structure. Like, wow, What would it feel like to have it all together? And for her this week to pull the curtain back and say, actually, my business is not thriving. Actually, my team is not doing well, was big for me. And I think if more people could see behind the curtain of the fellow people that you are comparing yourself to, if you're comparing yourself to someone that makes amazing tumblers, you're seeing the end product, but you may have not seen the struggle that they've went through to get there. When I first walked into a CrossFit gym, I look around and I'm like, all these people can do all these movements. I totally ripped my skin open at the gym this week. I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to do those movements. 3 and 4 years later, by golly, I can, but it didn't start out that way. So when I first walked into that gym being like, wow, you can do really good pull-ups. Wow, you can like deadlift like 300 pounds, 400 pounds. That's crazy. I'll never be able to do that. Showing up every day, working at it every day, day in and day out, slowly will get you there. But it's really easy to fall into the comparison game. But I much rather be in the game of praising and being like, hey, you have a win, like you go, because I know if you win, I win, like we all can win. There's enough room for everybody here. And I think this is a whole other off-topic subject, which we could make a whole training for. For some reason, when we bring up money, when we talk about money, and meaning I want to make money and you want to make money, a lot of us activate the scarcity. Meaning, if Susie down the street is making money crafting and Lori down the street is also making money crafting, I'm going to have to take from Lori or Susie so that I can have money, because there's a scarcity dynamic here. There's only so much money to go around. And honestly, my friend, if you could switch that thought to abundance, Susie's crushing it over here, Lori's crushing it over here, I'm going to show up and I'm going to crush it too. We all can crush it. There's plenty of customers. I'm going to do something different than these friends. You will be blown away. And I say that from someone that has had scarcity issues in the past, okay? Oh, I sell on Etsy and also an Avon rep. If I compared myself to others, I'd never leave the house. Yes, I really recommend worrying and comparing to yourself. As long as you're making better strides every day, you'll find that the 1% every single day, just tweak, and then you'll look back and be like, wow, I've really worked on myself. So that is so, so good. I love it. Love it, love it. Well, let me go ahead and share with you mistake number 4, because we're about to open up in live Q&A. So mistake number 5, which says number 4 on screen, I apologize, is batching items before they prove successful. If you are here, if you're saying, Tanner, I've tried selling online before, I've tried selling in general, and I've had all these items and no one bought, do not batch them, do not make a ton of them before you can even find out if there is a demand. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have a supply and demand issue. Meaning you now have 20 frames and only 2 are sold. So now you have 18 and you're like, I'm never going to be able to sell these. What happens then? Then you're going to start discounting them because you have too many and you want to get them gone. So please, please, please do not sit and have a huge batch of things before you know people need it. Take orders upon request, take orders in any way you need before you really go all in. Okay, my friends? Does that make sense? Let me know, because we're now ready for live Q&A. This is your live Q&A time. Go ahead and drop your questions right here in the comments. I want to make sure we answer any of your questions. So if you have any questions, even for our friends that may be watching the recorded, if you have a question, chances are someone else does too. So it would be really great for all of us to go ahead and drop those questions, okay? Go ahead and drop those questions and we will start answering them momentarily. But before we head out and before we dive into Q&A, again, I would like to invite you to our free class, 5 secrets to using our die cutting machine successfully for a business. Our first training is Sunday, this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern. This Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern, and then next Wednesday at 1 p.m. So go ahead and claim your seat. This will get you all registered, all signed up, and I cannot wait for all of you to be able to dive in. So yay, love it, love it, love it. It is so, so good. So go get registered, and now we will dive in to Q&A. Oh my goodness, I'm so, so excited. Let's go ahead and read some. I was so excited to sell, and then bam, one day decided this mess isn't good anymore, so I panicked. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. So if you got overwhelmed, if you got stressed out, come to the webinar. It's free. I think you'll learn some things that will definitely help you open your mind and rock it. So love it. I got my first order. Yay! Congratulations, Jessica. You're incredible. Does permanent vinyl projects still sell when sublimation's taking off? Yeah, they do. Because there's so many things you cannot sublimate. Okay? And this is something I teach. I've referenced a lot of the things that I teach inside my paid program. But here's what I want you all to know. Just because you know about sublimation, your ideal customer is not going to know what sublimation is. Okay? Just because you're a crafter, who you're selling to, they're not crafters. So you can still make amazing permanent vinyl projects. You can make HTV projects, you can make frames, you can make stenciled doormats. Y'all, do not let that be a limiting belief holding you back from building your business, because you do not have to sublimate to make money. Great question though, I love that. Hard time pricing items, come to my webinar. Someone mentioned Maker University. Will there be another one? So Debbie, if you need to get into Maker U, there is, it's available right now. So if you're already in there, we are not sure if we'll have another one, but if you've not taken Maker U, holy cow, you need to get in there. So go ahead and join Maker U right now. The link is right there. So, okay. If there was one thing you'd want us to take away from today's training, what would it be? Ooh, I think what really boils down today is that if you've experienced any of these mistakes, if you have had any of these thoughts, what the number one thing I can tell you to do to combat those thoughts, feelings, and mistakes is to continue pushing through. If you failed one time and you panicked and you quit, I don't like that. I would much rather you say you failed one time, you panicked, you stepped back instead of quit. Let's step back and try again. All right? It's not going to be perfect the first time. Nothing is ever always perfect. So you're going to grow, it's going to be uncomfortable, and it's going to be good, but it's going to take your dedication. So if that's like the revamp, you know, like if I had one thing. I love that question. Thank you so much, my friend. I want to make items, but I'm also considering selling pre-cut vinyl for people to apply themselves, such as personalizations. Karen, I've actually seen a lot of people do that. I think you could rock it. Sometimes pricing seems difficult, yet you need to get everything to be replenished. Yes, Jimmy, you've got to charge so that you can replenish your supplies, your time, your effort, and only you can make that pricing decision. Will the classes be recorded? Yes, Shelby, you'll be able to watch the replay. If you can't attend one of the 3, definitely just come to Sunday, because we will send out that link. And then you can watch sometime in the week. Wednesday or Thursday. Oh my gosh, you caught me. It's Thursday. You're awesome. It's Thursday. We'll hang out at 1 p.m. on Thursday. Yay, next Thursday. How do you decide the right pricing on what you want to sell? I make decals for cars, t-shirts, and others, but I never know how to price. So it's not too high, but also making money. Jessica, my favorite way to price is something that will motivate me to get up and do it. And that can only be determined by you, my friend. So everyone will have a different price. I can tell you my price, and it could be different than yours. So there isn't just a one price formula, but I teach you my pricing formula in Design Make Sell. So if you've ever thought about it, Design Makes Sell could be a great opportunity if you want to get serious and have a roadmap to crush it. I've had a shop on Etsy selling homemade gnomes for a few months. I've watched the SEO videos and adjusted my products accordingly, but I haven't made any sales. Any suggestions? Have we done market research to really position and make sure? So we've made sure to optimize, but have we done market research to make sure this is a niche and a market that you are feeling a part of? Like, just to clarify that is what I would argue, I would debate would be the next step. I love that. I love that. Oh, I learned that just the other day. Oh, didn't know what sublimation was. Exactly. Just because we know how to craft and we know doesn't mean anyone else does. Yay. I signed up for the webinar. I have to learn from it because I want to learn to sell my crafts. Woohoo. What is a surefire way to get your merchandise out there? Vonda, if you've never sold before, I think you just need to put yourself out there on social media and see what happens, and hopefully you'll get an order or two, and then you'll feel a lot more confident. I found as soon as I can get someone to take that first leap of faith, see one thing come to fruition, everything else falls in place. That's truly where we see with our customers. Aw, Karen, you're so sweet. I like the saying, what you think about, you bring about. I love that. Exactly. I truly believe that. Is there a formula for items to calculate an estimated price? Yes, Dee, we do have that there. Have you ever heard of the X-Tool laser engraving tool? Penny, I have. I have. Jen says, which of your courses are the best fit for someone just getting ready to transition from hobby crafting to business? Jen, you need to be on my webinar. Here's what's happening on the webinar. Design Makes Sell will open first to webinar attendees on Sunday. I'm just being real because we're at the end of the training, and I'm always real deal. And you guys know I'm bringing it. There are incredible bonuses for this round of students that are limited. All right, they're limited, and they're incredible. A lot of you have been asking me for a while, Tanner, I want to build a shop off of Etsy. I want to have my own thing. That, hint, could be something coming. And two, if you love my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful workbooks that are like incredible, you need to be on the call. Like, you just need to be there. I don't want you to miss out because these could literally be in your hands. So anyway, and of course, an incredible deal. So all three, all the best things. Looking to buy a laser but can't afford the Glowforge. Penny, the Glowforge is so expensive. I do not blame you. So yes. Love it. Oh, Jen's going to be there Sunday. Woohoo, woohoo. Y'all are rocking it. I'm loving all these check boxes y'all are giving. Love it. So yeah, you all do not want to miss out. So if you're not there, I'm just going to drop that link. Oh, I dropped the wrong link. Dropped the wrong link. Tracy, if I've already purchased Design Makes Sell, do I need to repurchase? Nope, honey, it is yours forever. I love that. That's what's really, really cool about this program is you get it forever. So like when we do updates and stuff. So a person asked me if I sew quilts, I do for my grandkids. How would I charge for quilts? Tammy, it would probably be a lot more expensive for you to quilt something for someone than a professional quilter. And if they're okay with that, that's great. Cindy says, I signed up for Thursday because I'm going away. Will Sunday be different than Tuesday? Than Thursday. Cindy, each webinar has different energy, but yeah, so I would, if you want to get in on everything as soon as possible, you might want to be at Sunday, but Thursday will be awesome too. Yay! I love it. I'm booked for Thursday. Yay, Karen! Tuesday, woohoo! I love it. Jessica, we're going to rock it. We're going to have so much fun. Oh, Tracy, you're so sweet. Do you know where I can find heavy paper for jewelry holders? Found none on Amazon, Staples, and Michaels. It depends on what heavy cardstock you want. If you want like 110-pound cardstock, 120-pound cardstock, we get ours all over the place. I would try paper tray ink. That is my favorite cardstock. Okay, how is everyone getting this emoji, the check mark? I'm loving it. Amy, I can't wait for Sunday and signing up for Design Make Sell. Oh, you all are a rocket. I love it. Christy, wait, why iPhone? What about us Android users? Christy, y'all are asking hard questions today, and I'm just being as honest as I can be. Christy, I just want to let you know that when you take a picture with your Android phone, I can tell it's an Android phone and not in a good way. Like, there is a difference in the camera. So yay. Oh, yay. Oh my gosh, come watch Sundays. Yes, just registered. Ready to take my business to the next level. Sylvia, woohoo. Brenda, is there a membership that includes the sublimation? So some of our programs that are outside of die cutting, like sublimation, like Design Make Sell, they're separate. But what I'll do is drop you the link for our sublimation. So if you want to take our sublimation class, it's incredible. There's over 200 exclusive files just for you. That's exclusive to that program. Weight used for rolled paper flowers. Vonda, I would use a pretty low weight, like 60 to 80 pounds, 80 pounds max. Like that's gonna be some pretty thick flowers. So yay, I love it. Y'all are giving me these check mark emojis. What is going on? Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it, my friends. You all are incredible. But yes, this has been such a great live show. I'm so happy. We've had such a great audience, such a great group. I can't wait to be back here. I'll be here Friday or Saturday. I believe I'm going to be live Saturday. I'll be live before the webinars start, don't worry. And it's going to be incredible. I have some more videos to be posted. It's going to be awesome. So I cannot wait, but grab your seat and I love it. But then others feel opposite on the iPhone versus Android photos. That sassy, I cannot tell most iPhone photos from a DSLR photo. So I would debate you on that. Oh, market research. How would you do this? Ooh, market research. I would make sure to find my competitors, like find anyone that is selling similar things to me, find out what their orders look like, what their pricing looks like, their timeline, their descriptions. I do like hardcore market research and I teach that in Design Make Sell. Is the Design Make Sell available to sign up yet? Melinda, no, it's not. Oh my goodness, you all are like really needing it. And it's incredible. So I can't wait. Register for Sunday if you're like, Tanner, I need in to Design Make Sell ASAP. Like, just get in. I don't want you to miss out. Oh, I love you makers gonna sublimate. Jen's comment. I just looked at the Design Make Sell page and I am shook. This is exactly the kind of course I was looking for. So excited to Sunday. Jen, I don't know how you found it. How are you finding it? But get excited. I love it. I love it. You all are awesome, but I'll see you all back here very soon. I have more videos planned, more live streams planned before Sunday to get us all pumped up. So I'm going to see you guys then, and it's going to be super incredible. And until then, stay crafty. Leave me some comments if you're watching the replay, and have a great evening. Bye, guys.